Well, hi everyone. My name is Andy March. I'm a vicar in Coventry, and I've just become an author. This is my book, Loving the Enemy, which is out on November the 6th. And I'd like to invite you to join me for the book launch. For those of you who don't know the story, Loving the Enemy began when I went on a trip to Dresden, and you can see Dresden in the back over there. I went on a trip to Dresden with a number of people from the city of Coventry, and you can see Coventry behind me there. And we went to in 2015 to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the bombings of the city of Dresden, which devastated that city. And it was particularly significant for us to be there because Coventry had also been bombed in the Second World War. And so our visit was very symbolic because we were there to declare that we are standing in solidarity with with people who were formerly enemies but have since become friends, the people of the city of Dresden. That trip meant a lot to me. I was there as part of the group from Coventry, but it meant a lot to me because my grandmother came from Dresden. That was her home city, and in fact my grandfather had taught in Dresden for a year, and that's how he got to know my nan's family, and they then married shortly after the war. While I was in Dresden, lots of people were really interested in my own family connections and why that city and why that visit from Coventry to Dresden was so important to me. And I was amazed at how many people wanted to know more about my family story. And after that visit, it made such a huge impact on me that I wanted somehow to tell that story and to research it myself. I was blessed to have a sabbatical in 2016, and that's when the first draft of Loving the Enemy was written. It's taken me a while to get around to revising it and making these changes, but finally 5 years on from my sabbatical, nearly 7 years on from my first trip to Dresden, here it is. I'd love you to get yourself a copy, find out about this inspiring story of of Fred, Clayton and Rika. I'd love you to read this and find out more about them, these inspiring people who sought to build bridges, who were determined to love when the temptation was to seek hate. I'd love you to join me if you are in Coventry or near Coventry. Join me on the 6th of November at 7:15 p.m. for the book launch. I'll be telling you more about the story of how I came to write Loving the Enemy. I'll be reading passages from this book, but obviously there won't be any spoilers, and there'll be pieces of music played by professional musician Richard Jeffcoat, who will be with us for the evening. It should be a really special evening. Please do come. Join us on the 6th of November at 7:15 p.m. You can find out details on my website, howillpublishing.co.uk, and you can find out more about the book launch on that. And I hope to see you then. And I hope that you'll be able to pick up a copy of Loving the Enemy and that you'll be as inspired by these two people as I was and as I am still. Thank you.